Well, for the first time, I think in this entire series so far, I'm gonna start the episode from inside our home. Isn't this great? I don't know. I did a little just a little off-camera stuff trying to get just trying to get a little floor in here. Maybe I made I thought these little stair thing was kind of fancy, but then we get to keep this high ceiling in here. And then what is this? A second floor? Wow, holy cow, isn't this incredible? Like, isn't this, look at me in here. Isn't this just like the perfect little hidey hole? Look at me. It's actually a great fit. What if I stand up? No, I like it when I crouch better. There we go. If someone were coming in here to play hide and seek with me, that would be perfect timing. And not only that, and we have some nice calming and blissful Minecraft sounds just to get us going for the day. Well, this is great. This is what an absolute phenomenal start to this. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of my first ever survival world. We finally I kind of took the first steps to actually giving us a real home, which I think is kind of nice. Again, let's just take another peek at this majestic looking at this majestic house of ours. Oh, from a distance, and then up there, and I don't know. Say what you will about it, but man, you can't, whatever, I mean, regardless of what you say, this is in fact a house, so you can't deny, it's just undeniable at this point. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good start, and I like kind of where we're at. I got a little actual structure to go into. I mean, we still have our little outpost shack that we love so very much, but I'm thinking for right now it might be time that we've already beautified our home a little bit, if that's what you want to call this, but I think it might be time to beautify our little farming area over here as well. I think it might be time for us to become officially self-sufficient. It's very important to have. I need to have resources constantly coming in, and I think that's what my goal for this episode's gonna be. Is we're gonna just try to make our little wheat farm a little better, and then maybe we'll try to fetch some animals too. That'd be pretty fun. All right, let's go ahead. I guess the first thing that you need for a farm is, of course, some water inside a handy bucket. And this is I remember that I made 2 of these for no real reason. That was kind of a mistake on my part, but you know what, we actually have a pretty decent amount of dirt. I kind of collected this as I was just kind of mining out the floor and stuff in the house, so I actually got a decent amount of dirt that I think we can make a good little farm going on. So maybe we'll go do that. Let's go ahead. Oh, and then right as I'm trying to get into this, the sun is about to set. All the spookies are going to come in and try to attack me. That's not what I was looking for. That's not what I wanted to do right now. Well, you know what? Maybe to start it off kind of quickly is that maybe we'll just kind of destroy this whole thing. I'm sorry if you haven't grown. I don't mean to murder you before you reach your full potential. But, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It's not you. It's me at the end of the day. You guys were all doing great. You tried your best. And in the future, maybe you will become what you were meant to be. Oh, and I don't know how this is something that I noticed while I was just kind of trying to clean up the area a little bit. Where in God's green earth did you come from? I don't remember. I don't know why I just had this random planted wheat. It's probably been there for a long time, and honestly, it's probably, you guys have probably noticed it before, but I'm just kind of I'm a little oblivious. And that also, it's not supposed to be a piece of wood. You were supposed to be a torch. So again, I'm trying to light it up. And although we do in fact have a little structure here, I still haven't moved my bed inside. So I guess our first good night's sleep still has to wait, but that's okay. For right now, as I said, I just want to go ahead and get my farm going, and then we can go ahead and get some more snacks for Bartholomew. Actually, but you know what we haven't done in like forever? Why don't we give you a little? Let's give you a little snacky boo right here. Yeah, you see, yeah, he likes it. Let's see. I don't know if this bamboo is supposed to be sticking through your body. Are you okay, sir? Was that part of the plan? You're not stuck, are you? If I were to actually, I don't want to go in there. I don't make a gate yet. But anyway, oh no, he's fine. He's good. I guess somehow it just magically morphed in and out of his body. It's too bad that we haven't invented a magical blade to do that, so then we could do painless surgery. That would be a pretty insane medical invention, but there we go. Now we got some lovin's. Bartholomew knows that I haven't forgot about him. Let's give you a big actually, there you go. Show our love to our big panda friend. My best friend, even. My best friend in the whole entire universe. All right. But he's excited. I know he likes the view of his little turtle thing. Maybe one day he'll get a turtle friend. I do hope that I can actually introduce some more exotic species to the area. But yeah, I was kind of thinking that maybe this kind of sandy area over here wouldn't be a terrible place to start a, you know what I should actually do is get a shovel. That might be helpful. As I was saying, I needed to get a shovel and kind of clear out this area. I think this would be a good spot to kind of start our little wheat farm and make it nice and, you know, nice and large and fun and homey and yummy, and, you know, we'll get lots of resources for lots of things, and maybe I'll get to eat bread. I know bread was a pretty crazy thing. That's a pretty big news for the you know, for the humans of the before times. That's always a good thing to have. And I totally just noticed that there's sugarcane here. That's a pretty good thing to have, because I've actually never haven't started a sugarcane farm yet, now that I realize. So we might need to work on that as well. But again, I just want to flatten out this area, and we'll go ahead and get our wheat farm started. I'm also starting to realize that probably growing a wheat farm in the middle of a beach, you know, historically probably wouldn't be the best decision. But lucky for us, that's not important at all. All we need to do is to pick up the sand and place a piece of dirt, and we're good to go. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start putting this right here, and then we'll just kind of just keep moving out to the maximum capabilities of a single water pit. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. And we'll just kind of make a nice little X shape, because, you know, as they say, an X certainly does mark the spot. Speaking of, maybe one time I need to go see if we can go... Oh, that wasn't the correct block, but I'm sure it won't matter. Yeah, I just needed to go to here, so we're fine there. But yeah, you know what would be fun is if we found a pirate ship or a pirate map or pirate's booty. I don't know who the freaky guy was that decided calling it pirate's booty was a good idea. Did they think that the guy that decided that was going to be a saving must have had a freaking caboose on him for sure? All right, I think that looks pretty good. We kind of laid out the landscape for where our first little plant farming thing is going to go. Did I? You know what else I forgot? I didn't bring a hoe. I forgot my hoe at home. I left her at home, apparently. Okay, now I got my trusty hoe. Now we can finally actually get to some business here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead, till this whole thing up. And we'll just kind of start off and just get the most amazing farm that you've ever seen. I already love it. Just got to keep going here. And now we actually have a proper patch of land, I guess, for where we need to put our farming things. Let's go ahead and just plant all of these down here for right now, and just fill this whole thing up so we can get it going. I guess, you know, when we had the half farm thing, I don't even know if can you even call it a farm? It was more of a, I don't know, what's a small version of a farm? A far, I guess. On our first ever far, I guess. we were missing the M. But yeah, they tending to that kind of helped us get a lot of seeds, which will, you know, keep this going good. But I think now what I need to do is we're gonna mark where our next patch of water is gonna go, which will be right there. And then luckily for us, we got an ocean over here. You know, one thing about this is that, is all the water in Minecraft just fresh? Or does it just turn into fresh water when you pick it up in a bucket? Because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it. Okay, I don't know why I keep forgetting to use my shovel as I'm digging this out. My shovel is much faster, and I love my shovel. Maybe I should write a song about my dear old shovel. Oh no, the sun is setting on my perfect farming day. I need to finish this really fast. I don't know. I don't want to get attacked, and I guess you know, maybe we'll wait to till this into the morning, just for safety. Okay, and we can't let our little water source blocks squirt all over the plants. That wouldn't be very nice. It's a little, I don't know if he gets a little excited with all this dirt around and he wants to get a little freaky, but not tonight. We'll save that for another day. You know, I keep wanting to stop here to get into my bed, but I still haven't put it in there. One day we're actually gonna enjoy this little building that we've made, and it's gonna become the coziest little thing you've ever seen. But apparently that night is nigh. Nigh. The night is nigh, just like the horse. What if a horse said nigh instead of neigh? That would make him so much more proper, don't you think? Could you imagine just like a guy? Okay, what is this? Oh, he's just gonna burn. Should I just let you burn? Watch you burn? You're not sure. I think he was really excited by my okay, I mean, you gotta, guys, now is not the time. This was supposed to be something beautiful. It wasn't meant to. I'm not ready to share. It's the same thing with what happened to the freaking wandering trader that was here not too long ago. And okay, can we relax? I've never been. Okay, I'm getting tag teamed right now. This is double the trouble. You're dead, but you're gonna blow up. Okay, well, it was a valiant effort. At least I killed one of them unscathed. But yeah, anyway, we'll just have another pothole in here, I guess. Oh well. But maybe Mr. Spider over here is a little bit hungry, but we're just gonna let you be for— oh, what the— there's another one! Where are they? Why are there so many creepers here? I'm not okay with that. I just want to have a nice little farmland, that's all. And I broke my hoe. I have to use my other one. Golly, I really wish that if creepers made some noise just to let you know that they were on their way to say hello, I feel like that would just make that so much more pleasant to be around. At least I could prepare and I could make tactics and I could, you know, maybe I could put on my creeper repellent, but they just don't even they just don't even give me a chance to. I just want to finish my land. Actually, I wonder if I have more seeds in my chest, but for right now, we'll just come with this. But there we go. That's perfect. Let's see. Let's go take a step back and marvel in my creation. And actually, maybe we'll marvel with our spider friend here too. He can join. And well, the vines are kind of in the way. But anyway, it was a nice spot. But look at this. We've got a plot of land right in the middle of the sand. Oh my goodness! If the farmers of the day could see me now, they would be, I think they would just shake their heads in disappointment, knowing that there's not very much nutrients in this ground. You know, I guess for now you're okay just to wander in there, but you know, I do think I'm gonna put a fence on here so we can you know, get in there a little bit easier. But I don't know. I guess you can just hang out. Let's see what we got. We do. Oh, wow. I actually have a ton of seeds. I don't remember getting all these seeds. But okay, let's do that. And then how much wood do I have? I have a lot of jungle wood. I have a few more oak fences. Let me, actually empty my inventory. God, I need to declutter so badly. My mother would not be very pleased with my disorganization. Oh, but I have tons of oak logs. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's make some oak fences. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but we'll just make a ton. I already have a few sticks, but we'll just make some more just for shinks and giggles, I guess. And let's see, let's make some oak fences. Let's see, 51 seems like a pretty good number. And then I can make, let's do, is it even? I think it's an even number, so I might need to have a double fence, but that's okay. Let's start with this and see how that goes. Well, this is going to be an interesting look. Having the fences completely surround the sand like this is going to be kind of interesting. Well, no, let's do some mathology really quick. So how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 18. Okay, so it is even. So if I want this to look all nice and pretty, we can have a double fence. I guess we can have a double fence, and maybe, you know what, this plot of land is actually quite long, so maybe I'll put a little double fence in the back. But yeah, let's finish planting this all out. And, you know, eventually I do hope that we can expand this farm into being even well, not necessarily bigger for the wheat, but more of I like more different, you know, more different cultivations and plants and things like that. You know, carrots would be would be something huge for the program, I think, but unfortunately we don't have any at this moment yet. None of the zombies that I've killed have been very nice with their drops, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and just finish patching this up. Do I have enough? Do I have enough fences? It's gonna be close. I don't think I have enough. It was in fact close, but no cigar. Too bad being close only matters in horseshoes. I may not have a bed in here, but we do in fact have a crafting table, so at least that's something. But let's yeah, let's just, I think 9 more will be enough, I hope. Let's see. Let's find out, I guess. I should really close the door on my way out, or something else is gonna go in there and make not so much fun out of that. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. And then just to make sure that we're extra safe, we can even put some little torchy things going on here. And is this even? I think this is even, right? I hope it is. Pretty sure it is, isn't it? Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, and we did it. 9 for 9. That is incredible. I love that. That is absolutely perfect. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then from this one, it's this one, and then 1, 2, and then this one, and then this one. And I think, I don't know, maybe we'll put one here too, just to really make a statement, just to really make this the shining achievement of the beach. Look at it. Look how wonderful it is. Maybe I'll even build a path. That would be kind of fun and interesting. But yeah, I think that this is an excellent start. Now we got a nice big little, it's a big little thing of you know, farming going on, which is fun. Dude, Derek, do we have enough property to call this a ranch yet? With the plants taken care, you know what I do need is I need more melons. I'm starting to get hungry. But unfortunately, that's the one thing without, as great as it is to have this sustainable food source, unfortunately, there's not much protein and there's not much sustenance from all this plant life. And I do think I might need a little bit more. I need some meat. Not you, Bartholomew, don't worry, I don't want to eat you, but I do think it might be time that now we have a nice wheat farm that we could go searching for some other animale friends to get going in here. And I guess should we make our animals extremely thirsty and just keep them on the beach? Is that a smart idea? I mean, I don't know. Where else are they gonna go? I don't really. Okay, this is really gonna piss me off if we don't fix that problem. There we go. I mean, yeah, this little area over here is not too bad. I would like to maybe build like a, I don't know, like a barn or something eventually, but I think that might be above my pay grade at this moment. We still, I think might be looking for a little bit more resources beforehand. But I do need food. I need food, and that is our #1 issue at the moment. So yet again, I think I need to have like a bunch of fences, and like so much so I feel like I need to put all of these I feel like I need to put all of these logs into planks so we can make a ton of fences. Let's do this. I guess we'll start with a stack for now, but let's see. We have, where are my fences? Man, this is something that I really hope that I need to not take for granted, is because I don't have all the crafting recipes memorized anymore, because they just give them to you now, which is just so amazing. Okay, we're turning the rest of you into planks, and okay, I wish I could just shift click that, but yeah, let's just make like a stack of sticks. Get shift clicked you to make that work a little bit faster. And then and I think we can start with that for now. Do we have enough to make any fence gates? I can make I want to make 3 fence gates so you can have 3 pens. And then I don't know. I guess that it can make. Hopefully this will be enough. Okay, and now it's nighttime again. Now I need to slumber before we start plotting our next scheme. You know what might actually be a better bet is what if we just clear out this area and just make it a little bit flat, and then the animals can be a little bit closer to home. And not only will they be closer to home, but they'll also actually be on dirt, which I think they might enjoy slightly more. But yeah, let's go ahead and start clearing all this out. And maybe we'll make it, yeah, we'll just kind of make it all nice and flat, and maybe maybe I can actually, now would be a perfect time to even get that little cavern filled up. I was gonna say my little hole filled up, but that's not really what I had intended. Dirt, dirtity, dirt, 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 dirty, dirty, dirt, 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 torch, dirt, 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 vine, 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 dirt, 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 dirt. I don't know why there's so many creepers just absolutely everywhere that want to ruin all my fun and take the enjoyment out of my building. They're trying to put a damper on creativity, just like our government. They don't want any free thinkers anymore. That's what the creepers are. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe creepers are just a metaphor for all of the terrible things in life that are keeping you down, and they're just there to not only burst your bubble, but literally blow you up and murder your family. And now I think yeah, if I just get all this under here sorted out. Oh, okay, I was just gonna ask, does bamboo float? But apparently it doesn't. Apparently bamboo has physics in this game. I know, I've always been kind of curious on how they decide what blocks get physics and what blocks don't. Is that even the right word? It's more, well, I guess gravity is part of physics, but I was gonna say it's really just if they get gravity or not, because that's the only, I don't know, that's the only force that I think really matters. Like, I mean, think about all the, like these, like even these little staircase here, like they may look like they're all nailed in nice and sturdy, but spoiler alert, I actually haven't done anything to that. I just placed it there and they stayed. I don't know why. I don't know what the rhyme or reason was, but you know, that's just the way it was at that point. So we're almost done. And I don't know why in the jungle that sometimes they just have trees growing in the ground. Like, especially when well, maybe that actually does make sense, because these giant trees probably have ginormous root systems that are taking all the nutrients from the soil. So, and all their competitors are kind of forced to grow on the ground because they don't really have a choice. But let's see, let's do that. I know we have a handful of leaves. I wonder if this jungle tree is keeping these leaves alive, and that's why they're still floating. They are taking a terrible amount of time to despawn, which is just unacceptable at this time. But yeah, let's take a look here. I think that this is a pretty good spot. I could even place a little bit more and just kind of, you know, widen it up a little bit, just like that. And maybe, you know what, maybe we'll even remove some sand. Unfortunately, it'll be a little less real estate for the turtles, but I think they can manage. Plus, this is their ocean is over there anyway. I don't think they need to be they don't need to be that close to home. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I know that this looks all gross and artificial right now, but don't you worry, because as long as we have some grass touching grass, well, I guess that actually doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, if we have grass touching naked dirt, can dirt be naked? Is dirt inherently naked? Because I don't know, I guess dirt doesn't really wear clothes very much, so maybe it is. And you know what? Wearing clothes is unnatural anyway when you really think about it. Okay, but anyway, back on track. I think that this is a good little space we got going on here. I'm just gonna kind of clear out these little weeds and stuff, and I kind of like this spot for where the animals are gonna go. I think this is gonna work out great. So let's go ahead. I don't know. I was gonna like count out how many things I had, but I don't know. That sounds hard. And we already did a lot of counting over there, so maybe we'll just wing it. But maybe we can just kind of use the fence gates as a marker. Okay, I swear that this that I am smarter than this, but apparently building pens is more complicated than I thought it was going to be, because this is what because I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put it there. So that's going to spin, and then I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we put that there, and then we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then because that's how big that pen's gonna be. And then I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and then put this one here. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, unfortunately, I think that tree is gonna have to go, but maybe that's a problem for another time. So now that we have this, we can, I don't know. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11? I don't know. Does this seem... It's going to be a bit of a rectangle, I think, but I think that this will be a... I think that this will be a fantastic size for our new little animal friends once we finally capture them and take them away from their families. Well, no, just like, as I said, just like with Bartholomew, we are not kidnapping anybody. Everyone that we bring to our little home is somebody that wants to be there, and I asked permission, and even if I forget, and even if I forget to, and it's not quite shown on screen, I promise that in my heart and in my mind, they well, definitely in my mind, they said please and thank you once I lure them away with my sneaky little snacks. This last pen is gonna be a bit of a problem child, it looks like, because I'm gonna have to put some more dirt down, but I also think I'm gonna need to chop down these trees to kind of make it a little bit, you know, a little bit more splendid looking. Let me see, oh, again, it's gonna be really close. I'm gonna be like 1 short, I think. Am I serious? Is this I think I'm 1 short. I'm literally 1 fence post short. Oh my goodness, is there any way that I can spare a singular fence post? Do I have any more? I don't. I still have stick. Oh, okay, good. I thought that was all the wood that I had, but it is absolutely not. Great. That is huge news for the unemployed. And now all of a sudden we have a completed farm. Okay, and I hear somebody growling out again, trying to ruin my moment. I'm very proud of the creation that I made, and although it's basic and maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, it's mine, and I love it, and I'm gonna take care of it, and I'm gonna make this the best dang thing the world has ever seen. I think the vines are pretty sick. Actually, I think they're pretty silky smooth, but I don't like how they just kind of grow everywhere. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Why is there 2 of them? And then there's a creeper, and there's vines that are slowing me down. Everything's gonna blow up. Everything's chasing me, and I can still hear them, and I don't have a bed in my actual house, and this is, oh my goodness, this is horrible. I don't like the baby zombies. I don't like them. Oh, he's still in here. How did he get in here? How did you get in here? You're the one that... Oh my goodness, you are the only thing that has killed me up until this point, and I can't freaking do it. Oh my gosh! The baby zombies are freaking impossible. I am not a fan. And now I... And now there are monsters nearby. Don't try to cheer me up with your soothing sounds, Minecraft music. Now is not the time. Do I dare let him in? Oh, this is not a good idea. I'm so scared. I don't even have my bearings. Look at me. This side, you can't even see him through the door. He's so tiny. Okay, we're gonna just... It's time to grow up. It's time to be a... Okay, there we go. Now close the door. Now close the door. What do you mean? What do you mean my bed is too far away? Okay. Holy balls. I don't... The baby zombies just come out of nowhere. Okay. Apparently I've built my home in the most dangerous corner of the earth. Okay, we finally healed and my armor's still looking okay, which I'm gonna have to jump down in the mines soon, I think, to you know, renew my resources. But okay, let's go ahead and come back in here and just kind of finish filling this in. There we go. And now we have a nice clean landscape for our animals. I think I'm just gonna turn this all into regular dirt just to, I don't know, just to keep it consistent. You know, at the end of the day, it's not about, you know, some days you're gonna be your best, some days you'll be a little off, but the biggest thing is consistency. If you're, you know, don't show up for anyone else, show up for yourself, be the best that you can be at all times. And that's why we're gonna make, and that's the exact reason why we're making this dirt perfect. All right, well, there we go. And I think there is a little, yeah, there's a little chunk over here too, so let's fix that. There we go, perfect. We're looking pretty good. And yeah, I like it. I think, again, the problem is now is that we have a tree in here, but I don't know. Again, it's just kind of like the house. Like, at first I kind of wanted to get rid of it, but now it's like, I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. I think maybe, could you imagine, maybe we'll just have the chickens in here and they could, you know, the chickens could figure out how to climb a tree, and then they'll figure out how to fly, and then they'll teach the pigs, and, you know, all the myths and everything that they never thought possible could come to what's the word I'm looking for? Flourishing, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I played Minecraft. My vocabulary's not that sharp. All right. Well, but look at this. We have 3 pretty good sized pens, I would say, and I don't know, like, they look. I feel like they look good enough to live in. So I think now the next step is that we need to take some of our, you know, some of our produce and see if we can attract some new family members, and that would be amazing. Well, let's go ahead and see what the world has to offer us.